Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
The Old Man Band makes their return to the stage at the Watch Your Opera House this Saturday, August 23rd. Doors open up at 6 p.m. and showtime is at 7. Tickets are $15 for adults, $7.50 for 18 and under, general admission, and you can purchase your tickets at the door the day of the show or online at watchyouroperahouse.org/events. Popcorn Pop and Water will be served during the show, and Grant Ranch Grub and Pub will be serving food and drinks from 6 to 9. It's the Old Man Band this Saturday, August 23rd, starting at 7 p.m. at the Watch Your Opera House in Watch Your, Iowa. The 5th annual Travis Griner Memorial Tractor Ride is Saturday, August 23rd. Sign-up begins at 6:30 a.m. behind Griner Crop Service east of the Keota Water Tower. And it's all for a free will donation. Proceeds to the future Keota Child Care and Vets Memorial. This includes lunch and snacks along the ride. Sponsored by the Southeast Iowa Tractor Association. For more information, call Mark Sheets at 319-548-1077. It's the 5th annual Travis Griner Memorial Tractor Ride, Saturday, August 23rd. The Keswick Tavern in Keswick, Iowa is having their first annual hog roast at the KT at 107 South Iron Street in Keswick, Saturday, August 23rd, serving food from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. for a free will donation. Plus, there's live country music with Jesse and the Medicine Men from 6 to 10 p.m. The event will be held outside. The hog roast will feature pulled pork sandwiches and sides. It's all happening this Saturday, August 23rd, with food from 11 to 4 and music from 6 to 10 at the Keswick Tavern in Keswick, Iowa. And it is time for Real Talk here on Steve Shuttler Media with Aaron and Steve. Hello.
Hey, Steve.
Welcome in for another edition of Real Talk. Keeping it real. Aaron Fleming, pastor at New Life Community Church in Wellman, Iowa. They are our sponsor. Aaron, what's up?
Well, I've been thinking about the word real and how we use it. And usually we talk about real as in like, oh, that guy's so real. Meaning
Keeping it real, yo.
He is blunt and insulting and tells everybody all the things that he thinks that's wrong with them, and then congratulates himself on being authentic. Sounds to me like he's a real jerk.
It's real.
So what do we mean by real on Real Talk? Well, I think, Steve, that you and I are actually really nice guys.
Maybe not.
We really want to help people. I want people to experience real encouragement and real uplift. And so I am really positive and optimistic most of the time. So if you want a dose of sarcasm or cynicism or things like that,
that's what I'm here for.
Steve will help you out.
Just keeping it real.
No, thanks. That's the name of the show.
You're the positive one.
We're trying to be real uplifting and real positive and give you some real answers for life's thorny and gnarly issues.
Gnarly, dude.
I was thinking more like gnarly in the other sense.
Oh, I hear you.
How did gnarly become a word for cool?
Gnarly.
Surfer stuff.
Yep.
That's like from our youth. That's like an 80s thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Totally tubular.
You beat me to it.
Oh, gee. Gen Xers on parade here. All right. So we're talking about life under construction and the reality that each one of us is going to be facing change for our whole lives. And if you try to find some kind of equilibrium where nothing in your life ever changes, you're probably just dead. There's some real talk for you. No, you're either growing and changing, or you're calcifying and dying. And I think even like you buy a house thinking this is our permanent house. We're gonna live here until we retire, and but you still have to do maintenance and upkeep. And the longer you live in the house, the more like deep maintenance you have to do. Like, because when you got an apartment, you just gotta vacuum up the cat hair when your mom's coming over or something like that. But with the house, you have to start to look at like, oh wow, we've been here 25 years. Maybe we ought to do something about this crack in the foundation, or this.
I was going to say, with all the water we had here a couple of weeks ago, we had some water in our basement out of nowhere. It's like, where'd that come from? Out of a place that we'd never had water come into the basement before.
And you've got at least a partially finished basement.
Yeah. So that wasn't fun.
No. Our basement is not finished. It's like one of those musty cobweb kind of. We keep
not the basement. No. I'm not going down there for a tornado. I'd rather take my chances.
Take your chances instead of going to the basement. But yeah, it had water in it back in 2008. I think that was kind of our last flooding year, I think. But so no water so far. But I haven't been down there because I don't want to go down there because it's scary and alienating.
Don't look.
So growth and change are normal and natural, and even in the Christian life, you receive salvation, but then you're called to a process of working out your salvation with fear and trembling. Moving from glory to glory is how the Bible puts it, and that's kind of the positive spin on life. Is I'm changing from glory to glory, when sometimes it feels kind of like I'm just trying to haul myself out of one mud puddle and into a slightly less deep mud puddle. So last week we were checking in, just kind of laying out some categories of life, real broad categories: relationships, health, finances, and check my notes.
And that other one.
The other one, super important one, apparently. Your mind. Your mind. And then we could break each one of those down into different subcategories. Like you say, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Sometimes that means your emotions, but sometimes that means you just need some new information about a certain topic. I shared last week about Melissa gathering information about how to change her diet and overcome some of those long COVID symptoms. So there's information, and just an understanding of reality can be really helpful. So I want to start off. We'll be starting off our next sermon series at New Life talking about relationships. And why start there? Well, we got to start somewhere. So let's start there. But I think of relationships as being the water we swim in. So if you're a fish and you have a health problem, you're going to be much better equipped to solve that health problem if you're in water. Well, that makes sense. And if you're a saltwater fish, it'd probably be better for you to be in salt water. And since I'm just thinking of this for the first time right now, what happens to a saltwater fish if you put it in not salt water? Do you have any idea?
No idea.
You never kept fish tanks?
Nah. That's the one pet we never really got into.
Never got into fish. You've got dogs and cats and a parrot,
birds,
right?
Yeah.
Birds, but no fish.
We had a snail once, but a turtle.
Okay. Well, see, there you go.
We're getting close.
Yeah, now you're moving in kind of a fishy sort of direction. We've had fish in the past. I was never responsible for them. Fish, not a great pet. They're not very warm and engaging.
You can't cuddle with a fish.
You can't cuddle. No, you can cuddle with a lizard. Our daughter's got a bearded dragon. And,
oh boy!
And those apparently, you just can't tell what lizards are thinking. there does not seem to be a whole lot going on in that mental space. But bearded dragons seem to enjoy snuggling with humans.
Okay.
Or else you're just warm and they don't feel like moving, which
Yeah.
is 90% of their life seems to revolve around being warm and not moving. And the other 10% has to do with eating bugs. So well, that was a rabbit trail.
The life of a lizard.
The life of a lizard. Sometimes it looks kind of nice. But, okay, so if you're a saltwater fish, let's get back to fish. If you're a saltwater fish, it does not work to be in freshwater. And if you're a freshwater fish, you will surely die in saltwater. We think. We are not experts on fish. But there's got to be a reason that they're called saltwater fish. So I'm saying that the relationships that we participate in or don't participate in are kind of the water that we swim in. So, and this is not going to be an advertisement for ditching all of the people in your life. It's every once in a while, like if everybody that you know is a meth addict, like it may be necessary to remove yourself from a lot or even all of those relationships. But if you're a fish and you're in polluted water, the solution is not to jump out on dry land and flop around. The solution is to find good, clean water that suits you, whether salt or fresh, and to get into good water that is going to be safe and productive for you to swim around in. So it's not just about ditching all of your negative relationships. It's about becoming the kind of person who can help engineer those relationships and structure and change those relationships. And I feel like this is really important to say because most of the relationship memes that I see floating around on Facebook are just like, screw them, you know. If you're toxic, I'm not going to have you in my life. Well, what are you? Like, are you all that in a bag of chips or something? Or maybe we should have a little humility about this and realize that I have probably been at least 30% of the problem in all of my relationship problems.
Mm-hmm.
I have always been part of the problem. Maybe more than 30%. I don't know. I would like to think of myself as not being a problem, but I am. I just had someone tell me the other day, Aaron, when you say that you've been clear about something, you're usually not very clear at all. I mean, like, I like to hedge my bets and I like to make sure that there's contingencies in place and make sure that everybody understands that I'm flexible. And so if something needs to change, like you start piling all that stuff on top of itself, apparently someone close to me finds it very difficult to get clear answers from me. How many times has that ever come back to bite me? So when we talk about our relationships, we're not just talking about getting all of those bozos either out of my life or getting all those bozos to shape up. It's about maybe me changing some things and maybe me figuring out some ways to ask people around me if they could change, helping them change, creating an environment where they see the value in change and where they want to change, maybe leading by example and changing some things on my own so that other people see that it is possible. But man, it is just super helpful to be in an environment where other people are kind of swimming in the same direction. Does that make sense? Using lots of fish metaphors.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Some Finding Nemo for you there.
Oh, okay. That's about what
all the fish have to keep swimming in the same direction to bust out of the net that they're in. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then I just don't know that much about fishing. Do you fish?
No.
I think we've talked
I
about
did
that.
when I was a kid, but
okay.
No.
I have a few times. I went fishing about 2 weeks ago. I had to borrow a pole. I had no bait. So we had corn for supper. So I was like putting corn kernels on my hook.
That's better than worms. Squishy, gross worms.
I liked that, but I got 0 bites. But nobody else got any bites either.
All
so fish. I like to eat fish. They're okay.
I'll eat the crunchy shrimp. That's about it.
I do love shrimp. We're off on a bunny trail again.
Yes, we are.
Call us back. Okay.
We're gonna fish. We're gonna reel it in.
Reel it in. I like it. I like it. We're reeling it back in. Let's maybe not cast such a wide net. Be focused a little bit here. The show is a drag. A drag net. Get it? Wow.
Thanks for tuning in, folks.
Real talk sometimes gets real dumb. No, so as a starting point for relationships, I want to go back to one of my favorite themes from the last 10 or 12 years. My favorite theme on relationships is that your relationships are going to have 2 goals. Or one of 2 goals, boiling it down to reducing this to real simple pieces that we can grab a hold of. Our goal for our relationships is going to be either to have connection or to have safe distance. And I didn't think about relationship goals when I started dating Melissa. Like no, and even in premarital counseling, nobody asked us like, so what's the goal of your marriage? I would have been like, I don't know. I like her, and like, you're supposed to get married sometime in your 20s.
Yeah.
She seems pretty great, so that seems like a good option. Like, nobody said, what is the goal of your relationship? So we were pretty happy, but it was kind of revolutionary to start thinking about like, okay, what is actually the goal of our relationship? So yeah, I don't know. Steve, did you and Stacy have premarital counseling?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Had some were you asked what the goal of your marriage
I
was?
have no idea. I don't remember
It's been a few minutes.
any of the premarital counseling.
Are you guys at about 27 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get married in 98?
Yes.
Okay. So did I. So 27 years.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Long enough that it's hard to remember some of those days.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, just kind of throwing this out there as a starting point for our listeners. If you're thinking about relationships, how do I improve some of my relationships, and maybe clean up the water, so to speak, that I'm swimming in. And so start off by thinking, maybe for the first time in your life, thinking about what is the goal of each one of these relationships. And the closer somebody, like, you don't have to have the same goal of deep, heartfelt connection with, the cashier at the gas station, unless you're married to the cashier at the gas station, or you want to date the cashier at the gas station, because they're people too, with dreams and hopes. And just because you fly in and out of the gas station for a big buddy, that's a Quick Star thing. Have you been to Quick Star much?
No.
I heard rumors that Quick Star might be coming to Sigourney. Have you heard this?
I don't know. I have not.
All right. They are building a Quick Star at the corner of 22 and Highway 1 in Kelowna.
Okay.
And up in the Kelowna area, it's about all we ever talk about, which makes me feel more like a hick than anything else in my life. Like the number of conversations I have been involved in that have been focused on the construction of a Quick Star. First, it was like, did you hear there's a Quick Star coming? And then they started actually breaking ground, and we're like, well, first it was delayed. And we're like, well, maybe they're not. And then we're getting a lot of mileage out of gas stations here. Reel me back in, Steve.
About ready to cast you out. We're getting to that time, Aaron. We need to wrap things up.
All right, let's wrap it up here. Let's wrap like a sushi wrap. Sushi roll. What I'm saying is, start thinking about the goals of your relationships. Is it just to have somebody to party with? Is it just to have someone to not feel lonely? Is it convenience? Or are you looking for something specific in your relationships? That's a real brief starting place, but it's a pretty good starting place. So now we're at a good ending place. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody, but hopefully you'll come visit us at New Life in downtown Wellman some Sunday morning. 10 o'clock is when we kind of kick off our worship service. Lasts about an hour. Hour 5, hour 10 maybe on a long Sunday. You can park on 8th Avenue. We're at 257 8th Avenue. But there's actually more parking lot on the west side of the building. The city parking lot accessible off of 9th Avenue. So come join us for some relationship. And hopefully we'll see you around soon.
All right. Again, we thank New Life Community Church in Wellman for being the sponsor of Real Talk. Aaron, we'll do this again next week.
All right. We'll see you, Steve.
See you later.